Fallout Season 2 Episode 1 review. Let's get right into this. So, just a warning ahead. I'm a very big casual Fallout fan. Okay, or Fallout, whatever you want to call it. So my knowledge, comparing the stuff, applying it from the games, and then seeing it in the show and stuff. Yeah, and that, if you're here for that, just so you know, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not built like that. I don't have that ball knowledge, but I do know just some stuff that was really popular. But yeah, pretty much my knowledge is close to none. Okay, that's pretty much what it is. And then another thing that I wanted to say is, because I haven't rewatched season 1. A lot of the characters' names, I'm gonna blank on and stuff. So yes, bear with me. It'll take me a little bit to get them. Hopefully by next week we're good. But yeah, this is the common thing. So let me see. I'm trying to remember the name again. I already forgot the name. But what was the name? Robert House, right? Robert House. So he's supposed to be the episode's called Innovator. It's supposed to be about him, right? And I always knew him as the guy. Well, we saw him on the Fallout game. Was it New Vegas, if I'm not wrong? But yeah, I just knew him from that. He has a pretty distinct look, and you could tell he was menacing. That's why I didn't know anything about him though, and so now I do know a bit about him. This guy's a menace. He has a whole the thing about Fallout, is that, especially adaptation of it, is the fact that there's so much, lore, mythology. It just works so well, and also the world building. So it's perfect for TV show. The scope is huge. I really do feel while watching the show, even season 1 and right now in season 2, that it really feels like you're just sinking yourself into this world. It looks like it's really endless, right? Quite literally, especially when you see the ghoul and Lucy both literally in the desert, right? Just traveling and stuff. It just feels great. And also the set pieces, absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely amazing stuff. The show's so good. Also, the needle drops. This episode opened up with opened up with a needle drop where you have the ghoul and Lucy, but it was pretty much a clip that they showed a few days ago, if I'm not wrong. It's the exact clip. So yeah, very good, and it's a prime example of their relationship as of right now. And I saw someone bring up as a mentor-mentee type thing, and yeah, that's exactly right. We saw from the beginning when the ghoul pretty much in season 1, their relationship was very different, right? It's more just I don't trust you at all. That's pretty much how it is. But now they have a common goal, right? Which is to just eliminate Hank, right? I'm pretty sure his name's Hank, if I'm not wrong, okay? Which is Lucy's father. So, that's the goal. And we throughout this episode, we saw them slowly getting closer to it. And I like how it all tied back to what's his name? Robert House, right? And what else was there? Robert House. I guess let's speak about Robert House. He is pretty menacing. He's annoying, but also I just really like how they tied in the messaging. The messaging is great. The characters are so well written. It's the way they tie in real life issues and stuff into the characters, and especially the flashbacks, and then tying those back into what's going on in the current present timeline. I love it. I think I think the most interesting part of the show as of right now, and even season 1, I really loved when we get the flashbacks with the ghoul. Obviously when he wasn't a ghoul, but yeah, when we got the flashbacks of him, they're just great. They're absolutely great, and especially because it shows the perspective of someone that I guess is technically high status, right? But he sees himself as still a normal person, if you know what I mean. But yeah, others, especially when you see that, I don't know what that woman's name is, but the one who's trying to pretty much recruit him and try to stop, the whole Vault-Tec thing, right? With his wife's involved, and that Robert House is trying get happen. She sees pretty much the ghoul as just being someone who should be using his status, right? But he doesn't see himself like that. He sees himself as just a normal person, just trying to live his life, raise his kid, you know, and just live a normal life essentially as a family man. But yeah, as we're seeing, it's more complicated than that, and things are about to take a turn. Okay, things are about to take a turn. So yeah, the stuff's really rich there, and obviously when we do like they even show like a little sizzle reel at the end for the season, like throughout what's gonna happen throughout the season. Seeing yeah, to seeing that eventual battle, they showed a bit of their encounter, or whatever. Because we know that they're New Vegas or whatever. But he runs those, right? Robert runs those. So yeah, the eventual encounter between the ghoul and Robert, it's gonna be very intense. And by the time we do get it, I feel like I don't know, maybe it isn't, maybe it's in the next episode or episode 3 or something. But yeah, I feel by the time you get it, there'll be enough stuff built up, especially in the flashbacks, that it's gonna be very rich. It's gonna be worthwhile. It'll be a good payoff by then. What else? Norm, right? Another big part of the episode. Norm, he found a way to just finesse. He just got like, if I'm not wrong, one of his problems in season 1, which was obviously intentional, but you know what I mean. One of his flaws as a character was he was very, very scared, right? He couldn't really do things himself. He kind of just relied on others. But he finally, he manned up, and he got out of that situation. He didn't get drugged or whatever. He just took control of the situation, bro, and it's that easy. He's made it look that easy. You know what I mean? Boss moves right there. And then you open up all the cryogenic pods. I just loved it. What was the line? So the guy was saying to him like the rational. You only have 2 rational choices, and then he's like, and Norm's like, yeah, you're right, but I have a whole bunch of irrational ones. And then boom, he does it. I love that. And then also the explorer was a Vault-24, right? Like just seeing the adventures and mysteries, or whatever, that Ghoul and Lucius go on, such as this Vault-24 thing, and how each Vault is, if I'm not wrong, each Vault's different, right? So just seeing the different stuff in there, and here you see communists, and well, they were Americans, but they were turned into communists, and this is over the whole Vault-Tec thing, and Robert, and also him testing his gadget device. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm not gonna lie. It just works seamlessly. Everything. Yet it's so different, and everyone's on like a different part in the storyline. And if I'm not wrong, what's his name? Maximus, right? If I'm not wrong, we didn't see him at all this episode. So, and we saw a bit of him in like that little sizzle reel at the end. So I'm excited to see what's going on with him, right? Because it's been a bit. It's been a bit. What else? Like the vault dwellers. There's a power hierarchy, or a hierarchy of power going on there, as you can see with like the vault leaders, bro. They're tripping. They're power tripping. You can clearly see they're gonna get it. That's all I can really say. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a revolution, but we did see in the sizzle reel that once Norm eventually goes back, right? Because he obviously leaves and goes back to his vault. He kind of, I don't know if he does like a revolution type thing or whatever, but he gets a whole bunch of people from the vault to come out with him, to the surface, to presumably find his sister and father, right? So that's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, Norm's literally building up to be a very important character. I mean, he already was, I'd say, season 1, but season 2, further building upon that. He's leading the crusade here of the vault dwellers. Yeah. And what else? So for Robert House, and sorry if I got any names right. If I got any names wrong, my bad. Correct me in the comment section down below already. Like I said earlier, yeah, it's gonna happen. It's hard for me to get these names in shows like the first time, but especially when I have rewatch season 1, and also new names here. But yeah, besides the point, seeing Robert, it was like, wasn't it? What's the opening scene of it? It might have been, I forget. But yeah, seeing him in the bar, and then those guys talking about, oh man, our votes, blah, 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 whatever. They're disgruntled citizens. And then you just see Robert there just giving, what was it? Like, sly responses, whatever. He knew what he was doing. He was trying to aggravate them. And there's a reason why he's a businessman. He also has, he knows how to manipulate, move the pieces around, essentially, to get what he wants. And that whole sequence of him just like baiting the one guy that's just like rage fueled, into just putting the device on him, and then seeing the whole him just fighting his friends getting controlled, and then eventually the thing just like him going, yeah, just losing control essentially and going after Robert almost, and then Robert panicking, and the guy's head just explodes, blows off. So yeah, obviously still stuff that's going on. Um, like Hank said in the end when we see, and I'm kind of confused about the end. I'm not gonna lie. Like, so Hank is trying to prove himself to Robert, right? He's like, I'm going to finish your work, and then you can give me the promotion, whatever. We can talk. So he like was at the end of the episode. He was like at the Vault-Tec, like I don't know if it was the headquarters or not, whatever, but kind of seemed like it. And he's there putting the corporate work in. Essentially, he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna make sure we get this testing going. They didn't work on all these, but I'll figure it out, whatever. So yeah, honestly, that was pretty good as well. Everything in this episode was good. I really like the needle drops as well. Like the needle drops are killer in this episode. I loved them. And yeah, I think that's about it. Really good episode. Like this episode. I know people don't like the weekly schedule that they're going to, but it works out for me. I want to try to make these videos. Yeah, I'm excited for next week. Let me know what you think down below about Fallout Season 2, Episode 1 review. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.